This is exactly why I don't go to church. Well, that and the fact that I'm not a Christian. But, bruh, you serious? If I would have, if I'd have been in that church and nigga would have said something about locking the doors until we come up off this money, let me get ushers, close the doors. Ushers, lock. Are the ushers armed? They're gonna need to be. I'm just saying. I could have I could have not been ready to leave. I'd have instantly been ready to leave under those circumstances. Yeah, tell me, ushers lock the door. We need 20 people to give $500. Let me tell you something, B. Hold on one second. Try to light my situation up a little bit better. I met the Bling Bishop, as they call him. Bishop Lamar Whitehead. Yeah, I met some before. One time my little bro Millie was he was the mayor, or not the mayor, borough president or some y'all know I don't do politics like that, right? But it was like some Brooklyn borough president or something like that. They was having some event where they was giving out awards to outstanding citizens in the community in Brooklyn, right? And my baby bro Millie was winning something because he was out here busting moves, right? And he he's making waves out here. So him and his boys, they had to be at this place to receive his award. We heard Mano was gonna be there. We heard a couple other people were supposed to be there. Zab Judah was there. So when when the little bros call me, they like, yo, Rock, we want you to come through, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? Support, you know what I'm saying? Lend my little influence for whatever it's worth. I didn't know they was about to take me to a church. I had no idea. We just had the address. We went, found the address, park around, of course, downtown Brooklyn and all of that. I thought it was in some, I don't know where I thought it was, but you find parking, you gotta walk around the corner. I know this ain't a church. A whole church. All right, we get in the church, right? And it was all, everything was, the vibe was lovely. It was a good, the vibe, it was a dope vibe. Everybody was cool or whatever. They had food downstairs. They had this, they had that. They had good vibes, gifts, stuff like that, and awards. Politicians, rappers. As I stated out, Mano was there. It was, I remember that was my first time seeing Mano after P passed away. You know what I mean? And I remember, just the way he responded to me. You know what I mean? It was like, it was a moment. You know what I'm saying? It was like he hadn't seen me, him not seeing me since P passed away. When he seen me, it was like he was glad to see that I was good. You know what I'm saying? I was, in good spirits, looking halfway decent, whatever. You understand what I'm saying? But I remember that day. But anyway, to my surprise, they are actually doing church. Like they had, he gets on the stage and start preaching. I sat through a whole church sermon in black church with the Bling Bishop. I don't like it. I ain't like it. I didn't. But it was what it was. They was giving out awards, and I bring this story up because, like, I didn't grow up in the church, right? I knew about the collection plate and all of that, but my mom's never took me to church ever. Only time I ever went to church was with my friends as a kid. They was Christians and all that. Then once I hit 13 and I got knowledge of self, any chance of that was you know what I'm saying, that was out the window. But I'm in here and this nigga gets on stage and starts preaching. He goes into the preaching and then he starts to collecting. I thought you just passed a collection plate around and niggas just put whatever they can afford in. You understand what I'm saying? This nigga start asking niggas for, let me get donation no less than $100, right? And this, I was like, what? I was like, is this nigga a pause protester? Cause get your ass out of $100. Who is anyone to ask anyone to donate $100 in a place where where you were instructed to come as you are? Pause. What? Spoke about the law. I ain't like it. Anyway, so you know he did all of that. He did the 100. You know, and look, he knows some of the dudes in there, right? Like he in there. You know what I'm saying? He in there, he calling niggas out. You understand what I'm saying? Like, oh, Millie, Millie, I see you. Oh, Bleezy, I see you. I know you got some of that. Look, put some of that DOD money in there. Word. The DOD is that's Millie, that's baby bro Millie, that's his squad, right? That's his team. You know, some of his guys was in there, and the Bling Bishop knew exactly who these niggas was, and it's like, y'all out here getting money, put some of that DOD money in the basket. I was dying laughing in the court. Then there was a point where he he saved niggas in the court. I mean, in the church. He saved niggas. Like, who wants to be saved? Come on stage right now and blah 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 blah. And niggas got up, went to go get. Some of my niggas got up. I was so upset. I wasn't upset, but I was disappointed. I ain't like it. Nope. Pause. Y'all know what I missed. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't, B. I wasn't with it. I'm like, yeah, I'm here to support, but not that kind of support. Like, he looking dead at me, right at me. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, because I stood out. Niggas introduced me to the man. You understand what I'm saying? He giving my little brother an award. You know what I'm saying? These niggas went up there, went on stage and got fake saved. Anyway, the Bling Bishop, as he's called, I don't know if he came up with that name for himself, but I know that's what y'all call him. Bishop Lamar Whitehead. That's what I'm talking about, right? I don't have a problem with Bishop Lamar Whitehead. I don't, right? Because, you know, I mean, I always see like in my opinion, most of the preachers and stuff is hustling. You understand what I'm saying? He just dressing a little. He only thing he did out of pocket that I'm positive of was he got a little bit too. He was too flashy with it. He was too flashy. It's to a point I don't believe none of them. The flashy, the non-flashy ones, the flashy ones, none of them. You understand what I'm saying? But Bishop Lamar Whitehead, what he didn't do was tell the the ushers, to lock the doors, close the doors. He didn't even say pull the shit. Nothing. He didn't do that. And he was actually a gangster. And I know that. For sure. One of my bros was locked up with the man. I know what type of nigga he really was. He didn't even do that. And this nigga, what's his name? It's this nigga name. I can't think of it right now when I know it, so I'm going back. Cause yep, you need your credit. You need your credit for your goofballery. Marvin Sapp. Wasn't that a football player name? Anyway, Marvin Sapp. What a sap. Do the ushers have slam dances? Is all I need to know. Cause how was you about to like imagine if the Bling Bishop would have did that day, right? Now, like I said, he was with and all of that. But under the circumstances that all of us was in that building, do you know how many people, you know how much resistance he would have encountered had he tried that, considering the individuals, the non-church going individuals that were in that church just because it was an event. You understand what I'm saying? You know, the award ceremony and all that. Whew, would have been scary. I mean, but salute to him, free him. Yeah, this is amazing. You can't make this stuff up. I mean, I'm glad he. You know what? I'm glad he did it though, because it kind of highlights the outrageousness that I already. You know, everybody is revealing themselves to be. You understand exactly what they are, whether it's a person, place, or entity. You know, so some of y'all love lies, not me. You know what I'm saying, but you know, but we are in an era where what's in the, you know, it's in the cards for them to reveal themselves to you. So, you know, you want to be a pastor, preacher, whatever the correct term is, and hold niggas hostage, good luck with that. I love to see how your public image holds up to this, or stands up to this. Pause, protesters, get your ass out of here. The rest of y'all, welcome to the nation. Monster Nation, that is. I'm your host, I'm your tour guide, I'm the president, the king around here. I'm the landlord, owner, tenant, janitor. I'm off the damn floor. With you, if you don't follow the rules. The rules are you gotta like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. All notifications. Share. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to be a taxpaying citizen of the nation, and leave us a super thanks. Or a Cash App. We actually prefer the Cash App. Cash App tag will be in the description, along with the Bandcamp link. Bandcamp link is there for those of you who would rather hear me rap than hear me yap. All the mixtapes is there from Shell Shock all the way up to Slang and Rock Volume 2. And on Monday, the new joint will be there. It's called Nonviolent Rocco. Faye Band. Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, I think that's all I got to say on this topic. It is what it is. If you made it into this video, let me get 4 sets of prayer hands. Rock on, rock on.